From this stuff right here, just a nice push to pull, open up and go. Now again, this is basically off my shot. I'll come in, I'll give a little pop, do the pull. Now when I pull, and I really make somebody react, a lot of times he doesn't want his head to slip through and get underneath because he knows this is bad news for him. So again, a lot of times that over tie will just get slapped on. Okay, you get a good push and a pull. When you go over ties or collar ties, you know, right here. So now from this position, all I'm going to do is open this window. Okay, again, very simple setup. Just a movement with my feet, elbow up. As my elbow raises, that window opens up. Yeah, that's my opening to make my penetration. So we'll backtrack a little bit here. When I talk about penetration, another thing that we feel from a high school standpoint, especially Kansas when I'm looking, probably not near as proficient in their penetration step as we need to be. And again, we'll talk about this when we talk about angles a little more. But if I'm talking about position this whole time, and I'm talking about making sure my hips stay underneath me, head stays up, big chest, walk around, be a bad dude. The same thing goes with all my penetrations. If I'm shooting this high C, it's not enough. If I'm not penetrating, if my knee's hitting here, if my knee's hitting before I make contact, and I do make contact, now my shoulders are out in front of my knee. Once he gives a reaction, once he starts sprung, once he starts finding the corner, I'm extended. All right, I got to have a high percentage finish. To allow myself to have a high percentage finish, I have to have a great penetration. Okay, so again, either if you're loading up, load and explode, to be able to go through, or just small step, big step to penetrate through. I should be stepping into that split and not shooting to them, but shooting through them. So again, if I'm small step, loading up. If I'm going to jump, right, if I'm powerful, if I'm going to be explosive, I need my feet together. I'm not going to jump very high like this. All right, this isn't where I'm explosive. This isn't where I'm strong. All my power is not going through me. Okay, let's get kind of smashed together. I got to make sure my power is going through my hips. Again, small step. Now I'm able to get some.
Waiting for your fly out.
I'm going this time. Okay, I'll go slow. Small step, big step. Now let's say just double. Elbows in. My shoulders are hitting before I ever make contact. Because that allows me to stay upright, keeps hips underneath, and go get that corner. Okay? If I'm extended, and I'm here, it's hard to get this trail leg where it needs to be. If I'm here, and my hips are underneath me, it's a lot easier to go get that corner and around my back. Alright, so with that said, going back to the penetration. Off my shot, coming in, boom, good touch, pull. And just me pulling like that, just is enough. Gotta load up, that's my load step. Open that window, and take my penetration. Get back to the knee, catch, and go. For me, I don't think it's worth it for my penetration. All about angles, and we'll continue to talk about it next session. But I always look for my arrow. If there's an arrow coming through my spine, out my head, my arrow has to cut through hips. That's a good angle. That's good. If I'm shooting my high C and I'm out here, we learn in freestyle especially, that shoulder slips out, we're in trouble. Okay, but even this angle right